if you ever feel stuck to get opportunities or sales closing opportunities, or even want to get better companies to close deal partner with, right? And today I want to share a quick story. My friend actually, he has been with me for some time, and we have been having a conversation. How can I get a better opportunities for closing or getting better deals in closing their programs or their company products, right? And I have a conversation with him, and I teach him a lot about this outreach stuff, and I want to share this with you guys so you guys also can understand how to search opportunities, how to get opportunities, how to outreach to those opportunities, so you never be desperate again to get side income or even increase your income with a lot of opportunities out there. But you gotta know how to outreach to them, right? For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can exactly use this strategy to get abundance opportunities, so never be desperate again when reaching out to other people. For all of you that don't know me, my name is Andreas, and I've been generating more than $3 million in revenue by doing outreach and not depending on marketing stuff, and I can have full control upon my sales process. If you want to get this copy of this Google Docs that I have, how that you can do outreach to opportunities playbook, just drop the comment playbook and I will send it to you. All right, just drop a comment playbook and I will send it to you. All right, so there are a couple things that you need to know in this document. If you see this video right now, do not use this word by word. Use your intuition, right? You need to change that into your own language. Don't just copy what it is, because copy paste will get you to not to the good path, right? People can see that you're not personalizing stuff. So you always have to create your own language and use it wisely. Okay? So what are the 3 steps to get your sales opportunities, your closing opportunities? Number 1 is learning outreach skills. First thing first, you gotta know how to do outreach, right? If you don't know how to do outreach, then you will not be good. Even if you get the opportunity, you will not be the best on that opportunity, because you're just depending on the marketing stuff, right? But how you can have full control upon your sales conversation, upon your own thing, that you need to learn outreach skills, period. Okay? So step 1, building your value message, right? So you can create your own script like this. This is just example. Again, create your own thing. Depends on the niche or the things that you want to do, right? You need to acknowledge them first. So, hey, John, I've seen you're making big waves in the industry. I appreciate you sharing those posts. So you tell them that you acknowledge them, right? And then what is your action item? Create a quick value message tailored to different customer persona. You must take around 30 seconds to check their profile and what's happening there. So always personalize, always customize. Don't always like copy paste, like, oh, I just see this coach and then just copy paste to reach out with cold DM. No, take about 30 seconds to just really understand what they post there, what they are doing. Because I got a lot of messages, they didn't even look at what I'm doing, but actually I already put a lot of stuff, a lot of contents on my profile, and they didn't even know me. And that tells me they're lazy, right? That's the same thing. When you want to reach out to other companies or influencers, you get to know who they are. Don't just reach out randomly and copy paste, right? And then KPI, you can see here, you need to find the right people. If you're using LinkedIn, by the way, at the end of this document, I also put in a table for you, right? If you want to get your audience, let's say you want to close for B2B, you want to close for e-commerce, high ticket e-commerce product, or you want to acquisition e-commerce, coaching service, creative service, health, wellness, real estate, agency owner. You can find them where, including Google Maps, TikTok, YouTube. You can reach out to them there, and how that you can use your notes here to leverage your reach out, okay? If you want to get more personalized, just let me know, reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, and I'll help you out on this, okay? Again, if you want to get this copy, just comment playbook, and I'll send this copy to you, okay? Now, this is the first step. And then you need to listen like a pro. Don't just keep pitching your stuff, right? Don't just say that, hey, I'm a closer, I'm a sales professional, and I can help you to close better deals, blah, blah, blah. Nobody likes to hear that, especially they don't have trust with you yet, right? So there's no point for you to pitch them first, because there's no trust built at the first place. You gotta have to listen to them first. And the only way you can listen if they speak about themselves, right? So that's why you gotta have to ask questions to let them open up a bit better. And then follow up like a friend, adding value. So when you are doing your follow-up, you need to use the good words and adding value to them. So example, if you see here, Like I'm saying, hey John, I've been thinking about what you mentioned regarding last time we spoke about blah 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 and this topic resources. I thought it might be right up your alley. We would love to hear your thoughts. And you just share a link from LinkedIn or from other sources about the industry that they are doing. Let's say e-commerce acquisition. Then you share something about the industry, put in there, let them see it. Even though maybe they didn't reply to you, they will check that. I can say 80-90% of people, they will do it. Okay? Now, up the schedule. Include a mix of emails, calls, social media interactions so you can get better at reaching out to them and not just using one platform, but using omni-channel, because you will have more rate to get better audience if you have more channel to reach out. Okay? Now, don't stop learning. Always review back what have you been doing. That will be step number 3, by the way. But the first step is keep learning, watching my video, understanding how to outreach to people, right? Understanding what words you can use, understanding the tonality when you doing prospecting calls is also important for you to get the response in so they can be open up to you. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is consistent what? Action. So if you never do your action, will there be any result? Obviously no, right? You know the strategy, you know what to say, but you need to take action. And it has to be consistent. So set daily goals. Define the clear daily outreach targets. So if you haven't get my full conversion follow-up template, by the way, I have it here. If you want this, you just DM me. For all of you that already have it, my students, that's fine, that's good. I'll put this as one of the resources if you need it, but I don't know if you need it yet at this point, because we are going to track how many calls you make in a day, how many DMs, how many follow-ups, and who that you should follow up, right? It's called full conversion follow-up template. Just let me know if you need that. Reach out to me on Facebook again. And you need to keep track of those, because let's say if you set up 50 new outreach in a day, you want to keep sticking to it. Don't just like today 50, the next day 12, the next day 10. That you cannot track it, you cannot measure it, you don't know what to improve if that is the case, right? You need to make it as a routine. So when you find them, you need to know, how long do I find my ideal avatar? How long do I find my ideal client? How long do I follow up with people? How long do I make my routine? How long do I even do the admin stuff, right? Make it as your blocking time consistently, so you will know how long does it take for you to do it every day. Okay? And again, grow your circle, connect with more people, and ask how you did it, because you need to get a feedback, right? You don't know if what you're doing is working or not, but when you get something working, you need to get feedback so you can improve it. When you don't get anything working, even have to get more feedback, right? So this is the most important part. If you don't get anything, just change it up. Mix up with things, test new approach, and you will get small wins. By getting the small wins, it will rewarding to yourself. That will build more momentum to get you further towards taking action. Because imagine if you just keep doing your outreach without getting wins, without getting response, and you feel desperate, right? How that you can make more result if you're feeling desperate. So you gotta have to celebrate those small wins, make it as a productive week, and then documenting all the stuff, right? Put it into the full conversion follow-up. And step number 3, now this is the time to decide your opportunity. First, you know the skill. Second, you reach out to them and take more action, consistently reviewing that. And number 3, you look into the feedback that you got and then pick and decide the opportunity that you want, right? Because you have been building this momentum for like 1 month or 3 weeks by reaching out to a lot of people, right? Now you can decide and pick, because you have a lot of people in your pipeline. If you follow my systems, you should already have about 20 to 30 people after 1 month in your pipeline when you're reaching out to them, right? And this, you can review it maybe weekly, bi-weekly, so you can understand how many people that responding that is positive, right? And then you need to choose the best shots. If you're thinking right now e-commerce is getting higher and higher, you want to go with the e-commerce acquisition, for example, then you go with it. But if you like wellness, health, care, coaching, then you go with it. So you need to pick that and decide what is your framework, what is the coaching, or what is the product or service that you want to sell, because that is so important to determine your success in the long term. And then do your homework. Whenever you get an opportunity, you need to know what kind of, is that long game, is that short game, is that something you really want or not? You need to understand fully inside out of that, right? And then ask your mentor, ask your coach, which is me, right? You can reach out to me, put a comment and I'll reach out to you, or you can reach out to me on Facebook and just ping me and let me know what is your challenges when applying this document. If you haven't get this document, comment on this post and then I will send it to you. Okay. Now, you also need to know if you already done all of this, you need to measure your KPI, right? Are you doing good? Are you doing not so good? What things you can improve? Again, if you haven't know how to track this, just even a simple piece, pen and paper, just write down how many you reach out in a day, how many you get some traction, how many not, right? Then you can know your metrics, okay? And finally, this is the things that you can use to know where you can reach out to them. When I'm just getting started, I just use Google Maps to reach out to people and phone. I will share that in the next post, by the way. But this is 11 pages of docs. I feel this is pretty good. I spent some time to create this and helping you out with this strategy. So if you want to comment playbook, and I will share it